Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be reviewing the Keychron V1 that I used to build my very first custom keyboard, and it's going to be my daily driver pretty much from now on, as I'm going to use it for gaming. I did use clicky switches on here, which is something that maybe you guys don't like, but I do for sure. So getting to the unboxing of the keyboard, if we can get it open. Come on, get it open, get it open. There you go. Getting to the unboxing, we can see here that we do get this piece of foam here that we can actually use to mod our keyboard, give it a little pat, because that's actually very nice of them that they included it in there. We do get our standard USB-C to USB-C braided cable. Very nice. We love to see that in our keyboard. We also get some additional screws, a screwdriver, a key switch puller, and a USB-C to US port adapter. And that's very nice. I think it was good because I don't actually have that much USB-C ports on my keyboard, so I couldn't really use it. And there we did get a keycap puller as well. And we get some quick start guide and manual, which I just threw to the side because, you know, I don't really need that. If you guys like reading manuals, then all the power to you, I guess. So looking at the keyboard itself, this is the Keychron V1. It is a hot swappable keyboard, and it does come with a knob. I got it on Amazon for $80 with the knob. It does come for $70 on Amazon without the knob, if you want to not have the knob and program it yourself with whatever you like. But there it is, keyboard in its glory. So getting into the housing itself. So the housing is unfortunately a plastic. It is an ABS plastic, which is unfortunate because, you know, plastic on keyboards is not the best quality. But this one actually did feel a bit better just because it didn't feel too cheap. Most of the keyboards I've tried that have plastic housings, they just don't sound good at all. And this one sounded decent, at least for the plastic that they did have. It does ping a little bit, which is the unfortunate thing in this keyboard. But other than that, it's not a bad choice that they included in it. So yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Trust me. One thing I didn't like about it was unscrewing it. It was just so many screws, so annoying. But anyways, there's the me getting the plate. I guess I like to call it the shirt of the keyboard. And there is the PCB with the plate. It does have hot swappable, like I said, and it does have south-facing RGB lights. So all my gamers out there, you will have RGB, and it won't interfere with any cherry style keycaps and switches. So that's very nice. A nice touch for them. That's how you know that they're doing it right, because north-facing LEDs are a no. Getting the actual PCB out and the play out, here it is, a PCB, and it does have a steel plate, which isn't the best, but it's pretty good for what the price is, in my opinion. And it does have this silicone padding inside, which I thought was nice. It's a nice material, and it helps dampen the sound of the keyboard, so that's a very nice touch. This keyboard is very, very moddable. You can add a bunch of different stuff to it, which I will do in the future, and I'll let you guys I'll make some videos on it so you guys can see different mods that we can do. We can do a lot of different mods to make it sound better. But for now, I went with the basic build with pretty much stock stuff in it. I just lubed the stabilizers, which we'll get into in a minute. But yeah, this also comes with the foaming in the plate, which is nice. It helps with the sound as well and dampens the sound. So I use Kale clicky switches, box white. These switches are pretty nice in my opinion. I really like using them. They feel nice. They have a 45-gram actuation force and a 3.5mm total distance, travel distance, which is pretty nice. They feel light, but they still have that click. You still feel that bump, which you know, I really like on my keyboards. So that's why I go with clicky switches. But if you like linears, you can of course use linears as well. And I used HyperX double shot PBT keycaps in this keyboard. These are I think they run around $40 to $50, I believe, is when I got them on Amazon. They're a pretty good quality. Double shot PBT, a little heavier, I think, on the heavier side, but not bad at all. And some of the stuff I used was dielectric grease, key switch puller if you want to lube your switches, which I didn't end up doing. I was going to, but I didn't do at the end. If you want to lube them, these are some of the stuff that you can use. Lubricating grease, a little paintbrush to go around, and actually lube inside of the stems as well, and a stem holder so you can actually hold the stem easier if you have big fingers. I have some skinnier fingers, so it's not that hard for me. And if you want to lube your springs as well, you get a lighter viscosity oil like this one, and a lube station if you want. It's all optional. They have a bunch of kits on Amazon for cheap. Getting into the stabilizers. So the stabilizers are a Gateron stabilizer, I believe, is what I was looking at. They do have pre-lubed, which I thought was a nice touch. So if you don't want to lube, go through the process of lubing your stabilizers out of the box, they sound okay. But I ended up just lubing them myself anyways, just because I wanted to see really the difference, and I will show you guys the difference in the sound test at the end. But I ended up lubing them. Just want to make sure you don't over lube them, of course, which I ended up doing on one of them, but I ended up fixing the problem and it sounds pretty good. This is the first time that I actually ever lube stabilizers, as I'm learning in this how to lube and upgrade keyboards and stuff like that. So it ended up coming out pretty decently. And overall, the keyboard just sounds pretty nice to me. If you're into clicky switches, clicky gang, if you're a clicky gang like me, then I think you're gonna like the switches and the keyboard itself, just because I think it really does sound good for the price point of it being a little bit on the cheaper side, but still with that premium side if you want. And here it is, fully assembled, the keyboard in its glory. It looks really nice. Like I said, 74% keyboard layout is what I prefer, just because of the function keys or the F keys on the top. But if you want to go with I think this is the only one they have in 75%. I think they have a V2, which is 65%. I'm not sure if it's the same. I could do a review on that soon, later. But overall, a very, very nice keyboard. I think it's worth the amount of money that goes into it. I think it's a good starter build, in my opinion. This is my first, I guess, custom keyboard. I've had other keyboards in the past, but I just bought them from, gaming websites like Corsair and stuff like that. And, it really does make a difference when you can actually customize your own keyboard. But yeah, there it is, guys. Let me know what you guys think.